Hello and welcome back to Crypto Saving Expert, the show where we discuss the latest cryptocurrency news so that you stay informed in the world of Web3. Today, I'm very kindly joined by Jeff. Jeff from Amplifi. We've had you on before. We had an amazing stream. I believe that was back in perhaps January or even February now. You guys have been making some great progress. Lots of our community have been using your app as well. It's great to see. How have you been, man?
Great. Yeah. Really good. Good to be back. The sun is shining here in the UK, so it's been shining for the last 2 weeks, and as you know yourself, that's something to celebrate. So
Yeah, exactly. And you're actually up in Manchester. We were talking just off air just now about Solana Super Teams, and I know you're very involved with what's going on up there as well. And how's that been? Getting a nice community up in Manchester there.
yeah, really good. Really good. I mean, Manchester's always been great for crypto in general. It's quite small, so you can condense the community into one or two groups. The Manchester Blockchain Alliance was sort of the grassroots, foundation that brings people together, and now Super Team has opened up there as well, and they are collaborating, I believe, on the 25th. So there'll be a combination of the two communities coming together, and that should be a really, really great day.
Brilliant, man. Yeah, I actually heard of that event from Anders. So, guys, if you're looking to get more involved, head over on the 25th. If you're looking for more details, drop it in the Discord, and I can get to you there, guys, as well. But let's head straight into it. I was just going to switch and pull this up onto the screen. Let me work. My iPad is connected. There we go. Perfect. So we can see from Crypto Bubbles, actually quite a lot of green today. We've got XCN there up 84%. Fartcoin is still leading the way. Jeff, is there anything that shocks you here?
Fartcoin, unbelievable. I mean, if there is ever it outperformed the market completely, even when it was crashing, right? Even when Trump, with the tariffs was crashing, it was up 30% one day. It's just insane, insane.
Yeah. I think I'm going to put a short on this when it hits $1 because surely, Fartcoin to $1. Surely that's got to tumble after that, and maybe they'll fart it out as such. But it's absolutely tearing away. This was my best performing token on Monday. It was one of the only ones in the green on Monday, and it remains to be green as well. But yeah, super funny. Anything else that you've been keeping an eye on out of the top 100, or something that perhaps you're a little bit disappointed by right now?
Top 100. I mean, ETH was a steal, right? That's pretty much back to 2017 highs. If you told me, after last cycle we'd be back there again, that's pretty insane. I think that's incredible. For me personally, then I'm really big on ZRO, Layer Zero.
Yes, a lot of our community.
Yeah, I mean, it's a core infrastructure for interoperability, which is probably one of, I would say, the most important things to solve within crypto right now. In the space that we're in, we're all about interoperability and using interoperability to move assets across chains. So for me, that's highly undervalued. And when it dipped to 150 or 147 or something, that was an incredible buying opportunity. And then I suppose on the other end, so we've graduated from the Mode AI Accelerator. Their coin has been absolutely hammered recently. It's a layer 2 blockchain built on the Optimism superchain stack. They've just released a new AI terminal, which is basically like Hyperliquid, but with AI built into it, AI tooling. So I think that could do well and really help boost that community again. So these are just the three ones that I'm sort of looking at personally. But
Yeah, no, it's good to see. And I think going into the weekend right now, with Bitcoin just above 80,000, if we can hold this and we open the CME gap above 80,000, I think we should be rather secure till Monday, that is, at least. But if we drop below 80K right now, I will be going short over the weekend. I have been trying to catch the short. I actually got stopped out just recently. I took an entry. You can see here on the screen. I took an entry around these levels here, 81,732, and I've been stopped out already from this uptick here. I am tempted to go short again. Perhaps go for it again. What's your thinking behind this, Jeff? Would you be trading this? Do you think a short is the right move here, or shall I play it safe and wait for another entry?
It's hard to say, right? I think this sort of 81, 82K level is key resistance, as we've seen. It tried to break above, it's come back down, it's come back up again. If it gets rejected pretty heavily, maybe then open the short. But I don't know. It's one of those risky moves, right? You don't know what's
Yeah.
going to happen with the way the market's been going. It's been so volatile and so unpredictable recently. It's difficult to know what to do.
I'm gonna whack it in for the fun of it, guys. We're gonna go short. We're gonna go market short here, and we'll catch back up on it at the end of the stream. We'll see how this goes. Yesterday's trade went quite well. We can see that's where I got stopped out just now. $300 loss, but the XRP short from yesterday, $74. Not quite amounting to this amount, but we've worked this account up nicely. It worked up from $1,000 to around $4,000 now. So we'll keep going at it. Guys, if you've got any altcoins or anything you want to look at, whack them in the chat for us, and we will go through those. But Jeff, let's talk about Amplifi, because since we last spoke, you guys have been making a lot of noise and really been improving. And we've got to talk about the launch of the app as well here.
Yeah, so since we last spoke, the public beta has been released. It's the MVP, right? So the most important thing for us was to get something out there on mainnet that people can use. It's fully on mainnet, as I said. You can generate yield. There is obviously a surplus or a bonus yield through the airdrop program. But ultimately, building in plain sight is what's most important. And so whilst we have one chain now with 3 assets, we've got 5 more chains coming next month with interoperability. And so that will be a big upgrade to the overall platform. Yeah.
Brilliant. And we were just speaking as well. You've just got back from Paris last night. You were entering some competitions then. I believe you've done very well. Let's elaborate a little bit further there.
Yeah, absolutely. So I wasn't going to go to Paris Blockchain Week. No particular reason other than I've got a lot of other conferences lined up with Token and whatever else. But so there was a start and block competition, 1,006 applicants. We made it to the final 12. We got a free booth, ticket to the conference, got to pitch yesterday live in front of judges. And although we didn't win, we still did extremely well. So, can't complain with sort of top 12. You don't really know where you come outside of the top 3. But still top 12 out of 1,006, applicants was pretty good. So pretty happy with that.
Wow. And what was the general vibe at Paris Blockchain Week? And is there anything else that caught your eye there?
Definitely a lot of projects going big, I would say, with boots. A lot of new projects, actually, which is quite interesting. You don't have your usual big players there. Some of them were with smaller boots, but definitely a lot of new players in the game, which I was quite surprised by, companies I've never heard of before. But the good news is that, it's quite very vibrant. It was sold out. A lot of people buzzing around the place. Very positive feeling overall, even though the markets are down, which is always nice, right? I think even in crypto, usually people are always perpetually optimistic, I would say, but more so than usual, which is nice. But yeah, some cool tech, and then some very sort of basic tech that's sort of well funded, as it always is. But it was good to see.
Awesome. No, it's one I missed. I saw my good friends Harry and Jolly were over there from Flight 3 as well, so it looked like a good time. But Jeff, let's talk about the backbones of our Amplifi here. A lot of people are interested in AI, and they want to know how it integrates with Amplifi. And I can see here on the screen, DeFi 3.0. Could you explain a little bit further there, please?
Yeah, so we sort of say DeFi 3.0 is the inclusion of AI in DeFi, or DeFi AI as it's now been called. So it's basically ultimately to simplify the process of getting involved in DeFi, to simplify trading, to simplify yield generation, yield optimization, cost optimization, whatever it might be, risk analysis, risk management, all powered by AI, right? And so AI can do things quicker than humans can, and it can monitor on-chain activity 24/7. So humans obviously can't. And so therefore, the future really is going to be like agent versus agent, or AI powered. So that's really what we're focused on then as well, right? We're looking to make DeFi more accessible by removing the technical barriers, by also including AI.
Brilliant, man. And this is not something that you've just come up with. You guys have been working on this for a while now, with integrating that AI into it as well. What's the best way for people to join your community? We're going to go over the app in a second, but just for everyone listening in, we do have the link in the description there. I will also be putting our referral link in the Discord, and we can discuss after this as well. But Jeff, what's the best place to get involved in the community?
Yeah, Discord. If you want to just do passively, X is always good as usual. We post a lot of updates there. If you want to be more involved, get in the weeds, chat to people, go onto X. You know, comments sort of CSE, I guess, and we'll put you into one of these early adopter groups, if you will, give you one of those roles. Obviously, you know, speaking to you guys for a while, and yeah, that's probably the best way to do it.
Awesome. And Jeff, let's demonstrate the app. Perhaps if you would like to share your screen from here, and we can go through some things together. And guys, if you're wanting to check it out while we're talking about it as well, make sure to find the link in the description there, and you can go through it. If not, also I will be posting in the Discord. So let me just pull up your screen when it's ready, and we can go through the app.
Okay, 2 seconds. Just signing in. Okay, can you see my screen now, or?
I can't. If you press present,
yeah,
towards the bottom, and then I'll pull it up from there.
Gotcha.
And guys, make sure to like and subscribe, please. It does wonders for the algorithm. Okay, brilliant. We can pull this up. Oh, there we go. Perfect.
Perfect. So we'll take it through real quick. So at the moment we're live on Arbitrum. The reason being is, you know, really deep liquidity when it comes to stable coins means very low slippage, very low risk for people depositing into this pool.
Yeah.
And the underlying yield is generated from Aave. Again, we chose Aave specifically because it is like the top protocol when it comes to generating yield in DeFi. It's super secure, super reliable. And when we're testing these things out, it's not about maximizing the APYs. It's about keeping users fund safe, right? Extracting as much value out of Aave as you can. So at the moment, we're on Arbitrum. We've got these 5 chains coming next month. And we will be able to integrate the likes of Solana, Sui, Aptos, like all the major blockchains. And the great part is that our tech allows us to move assets from EVM to non-EVM chains as well, right? So this is where the interoperability piece comes in, and this is what I was talking about earlier on. Basically, these 3 currencies are selected right now: USDC, DAI, and USDT. You can deposit any of these 3, and the model will break out into the other 2. So if you deposit USDC, you also earn in USDT and DAI, and vice versa, right? So this is the initial one that we're doing. Once you sort of choose your asset, you can deposit the amount available. If you choose an asset that you don't have any assets, you won't be able to deposit naturally, right? So that's just something to keep in mind. When you do select, you simply choose the strategy that you want. At the moment, we have balanced. So that's obviously across these 3 particular assets at a lower APY. So it's like super secure. Growth is coming next month as well, along with the 5 chains, and Hyper will be coming after that. These are some higher yielding strategies. The way it will work is, for example, Hyper might have looping strategies that's built into the strategy itself, so you don't have to loop. It might also include things like USDE, USDR, maybe slightly what you would call riskier stable coins. They're still pretty solid, but just they have generally higher yields within them. And so that's why we have the choice for users' sort of risk parameters. When you do deposit, you can check the portfolio, and you can see your split here between the 3 assets. This will rebalance semi-frequently, but probably in the next week or 2, I imagine the system will rebalance again. But this is the APY that we were getting, right? So Aave obviously has low APYs, but we were at some point getting, you know, into the low teens on average around here. And now just because DeFi has sort of just, you know, volumes have dropped, overall the APYs have dropped as well. This is just Aave. Once we start to integrate other protocols like Pendle, like Compound, like Curve, and other ones, we can move the assets around more frequently and always pick up on those APY spikes on a daily basis, driving higher APYs overall. And then obviously with the leaderboard here, this is where when users deposit, they will rank on the leaderboard. The leaderboard is linked to the airdrop, plus other criteria like quests and stuff. Anyone who signs in with their wallet will get a referral link that you can share with your friends. This referral link is a standard referral link. The one we're giving to CSE and the community has a multiplier attached to it specifically, so you can get higher multiplier over time, which is a specific deal. Obviously, working with you guys and supporting us, you know, over the last several months is great. And that's it for now. It's quite simple. It's quite basic. It's supposed to be designed that way. You know, the wallet connectivity functionality is there now. We do also have a functionality that has a built-in wallet, which is like a centralized user experience like Coinbase or Binance, to be able to bring in those users into DeFi in a setting that's more familiar to them. But because we're working in DeFi at the moment with DeFi users as like a V1, we've decided to turn that off for now, so users still connect their wallet for the time being.
Yes, yeah. And what kind of traders are using the platform at the moment? And also, looking forward to it, looking forward the future. What kind of traders do you think will be using the platform as we go on as well?
Yeah, so this is designed for two people specifically. Number one, people who are into DeFi but don't have the time to optimize their own strategies. They're just too busy. People working in the space, they just want to use something where they can deposit and they can earn. Two, what we call Web 2.5 users. These are your typical like Nexo users or users who would have used the likes of Celsius and BlockFi before they went bankrupt, right? Our goal is to give users that user experience, but in a decentralized way, right? So bring sort of a centralized user interface into DeFi, earn in DeFi, and users have control over their assets at all times. We're also building out an API, which will allow other games or wallets to plug into this infrastructure via the click of a button, and they can earn yield that way. And then there's also the institutional side, which is way down the line. But once we figure out sort of things like counterparty risk with certain protocols, that is an option that we could go for. Just have self-optimizing yields for stable coins or whatever it might be for family offices or hedge funds.
Brilliant. And Jeff, can we expect to see Amplifi at any upcoming events? Are you speaking at any in the future? What's the results of the final going to be like as well? When do you hear about further from there? What can we expect? Any announcements coming up that everyone can tune into?
Yeah, so we'll do another pitch in Dubai, Token 2049. We'll be there from Monday the 28th till Sunday the 4th, I believe. So anyone who's around would love to meet up. We won't be at the main event itself. We'll be pitching at a DTC event on the side, in which we are a sponsor of. So that's great. So if anyone's around there, let me know. And then after that, there's just more coming on the summer. There's ECC and Cannes. There's obviously Token later in the year as well, and a couple of other smaller ones around.
Brilliant. And guys, like I say, check out the website. The link is in the description. Check out the app. For everyone in CSE, we will be putting out the referral code, and any questions you may have, we can discuss those in there as well. If you're not already part of CSE Plus, also check the link in the description. We do have a code which you can see scrolling below just at the moment, which is BTC80. That will get you 80% off, only making it £20 per month to join CSE Plus. In the Discord, there's over 200 of us in there, AMAs every day, and with that martini guy. So make sure to join, guys. Let's check up on the trade before we sign off today. I think I'm underwater a little bit again. I called it too early. It looks like the market's pumping. I've got to say, either way, I'm quite happy. If the market's pumping, my spot bags will be going up anyway. I was hoping to catch this. I probably will put a stop loss in a little bit higher, guys. But I will be trading again on Monday. I've got a stream with Zenko, so make sure to tune in then. And Jeff, thank you so much for coming on the show today. I look forward to seeing you in Dubai, and also we'll have you back on the stream whenever you have the next announcement and you're free. So thank you so much for coming on. Guys, make sure to like and subscribe. Like I say, Jeff, thank you so much, man. Have a brilliant day.
Thanks so much, guys. Been a pleasure.
Let's go.